I want to also invite Mr. Israel Emekwe to the high table.
Government can help reduce poverty and improve living standards. A poor woman is an unhappy woman. A poor woman is an unkept woman. A poor woman is bitter. Yes. A woman who is accomplished. She has trained her children. Some of them are doing well within the country. Some others have traveled. She has enough in her coffers. She can live. She has even enough and to spare. She does charity. She reaches out. She travels every now and then. She provided the adequate medication and she's doing well. What will happen to her? She will just keep praising God. She will not be bitter. If by mistake you whack her, she will not eat you up. She won't eat you. But the one who is frustrated, the one who is hungry, and they start sharing this bottle of water, you don't give her one. You have entered her waiting good book of records. Do you understand? But if you have even enough in your vehicle, you are sharing water, some persons are complaining it's not enough. You can say, go to the booth, I brought some water. Is that not so? Because I've taken enough and I have enough to even spare. Is that not so? And if people are crying for water, you say, take now, it's only water. Take water and drink. That's what empowerment can bring about. And when you are empowered, please ensure you reach out. Let me tell you, women are not friendly to women. But this kind of conferences, workshops, and talking to ourselves can help us. Because already we are getting enough of all these things from the men. We're disadvantaged. And we are to help ourselves instead of chase each other, abuse ourselves, and undo each other. Let's begin to learn how to love our fellow women. The daughter-in-law who has joined you is your daughter. She's first your daughter before in-law. You understand? Also, you should appreciate God for having an additional person. That child may not be a good one. What if it were your biological child? Where will you throw the child? Just take it that this is my child. This is how she acts. Let love cover whatever is coming out. And then, from beginning, if you show love, love returns to you. Is that not so? Okay, let's continue. What are the challenges faced by women? We know a lot of them. We will mention some of them. Limited access to education. Some parents, even till now, 21st century, have the ideology that why do you have to educate a girl child? If you educate her, she will marry somewhere else and go and be rich in another person's family. But is that true? That's not true. It's a wrong ideology. Let's come of it. If we stay anywhere where anybody is talking about such a thing, we should tell the person who should disabuse such an idea. We should say, no, that is not true. Your child is your child. And if that child is doing well, the child simply gives back to you and the entire society. Are we there? What about job segregation? Job segregation, there are jobs you apply for. They see that you're a woman, they say, no, a woman can handle this. Meanwhile, you can even handle it more than a man. I've had my fair share, and it had to do with job segregation in my youth service days. I was posted to SPDC, Shell. After orientation, I was so happy. I ran to the office. In fact, when we were going, I had a baby, a week to reporting to that office. My husband said, carry your baby, carry the child, let them know that you're a nursing mother, so that they can allow you close by 12 and this and that. Me that was naive, I didn't know if it were now. I'm telling you, wait now, they must know that I just gave birth. Now, better experience. So, and I carry the child. Sir, I was posted to community development office. The man just stunned, looked at me and the baby. Madam, you can't walk here. I said, what happened? He said, you have a child, we have a lot going on in this office and you can't cope with a little child. Please go. I was chased out of that office. I had to go back to the orientation office, and they now posted me to a secondary school, Bishop Kramer Memorial Secondary School, opposite Shell Industrial Layout. I went on board there. The condition of service was not the same. If I was working inside the office, I was entitled to lunch, I was entitled to connections, I was entitled to different things, but I was chased away because I had a baby. And we're saying this job segregation shouldn't be there. Everybody knows that the women play vital roles of what do they call it? Procreation. Good. If a woman has the ability to deliver on a certain job, she should be given the opportunity to do so. And then when her natural roles of giving birth to children comes, she should also be given concession and return back to the office. If you feel that a level will be created when she's not there, employ another woman, employ another person. They should be in their successions. As one of them goes to take care of her home to return, another person is there. Why should we segregate the woman just because she will give birth to a child? That's not good enough. Are we there? These are some of those things. What about social-cultural barriers? Our cultures are another hindrance to the very existence of women. I tell you the truth. I don't know about your locality. In my locality, if the men meet for family meetings, a woman is not allowed to be part of the meetings, no matter the potential you have. A woman can only get into that gathering except she has come there for questioning and cross-examination. And even after you are there for those cross-examinations, you package and mind yourself. There's a way you talk, they remind you to know that you are in the presence of men and mind the way you talk here. And let me remind us again, our God who created us, in his infinite mercy, deposited potentials in both male and females. I've taught in schools. You will see a girl child emerging first position. And I tell these men around, if it were to be determined by our tradition, you will all tell us that a girl cannot take first position in this class. God made them male and female. And there's no record in the Bible where God gave that segregation that women should be less than a man. And even when you look at yourself and your abilities, something in you tells you that you're not less. Are you less? No. You're not. And nobody should talk less of you. Nobody should talk you down. I'm not saying we should become arrogant and go and challenge men, but know your place. Know your rights. Are we there? These cultures, let me tell you a short story that happened even this year. My mom was buried sometime around February, first quarter of this year. And so they were doing some traditional rites. We gathered in an arena, women on one side, the men on the other side. And they were to bring us refreshment. And so when my elder brother's wife came with a cooler of rice, she looked at the female side, looked at the male side, and she said, where do I drop this rice now? The men better on her. Bring it here. Bring it to the table of the men. You see men here, you're asking questions. That's not enough. She dropped the cooler of rice there. They had 3 persons to serve us. And so someone was dishing, and these other persons were taking the food around. 2 persons were serving the men, and 1 person decided to bring to the female, and they shouted, how can you go and serve women when the men have not finished eating? This thing happened in my presence. And the woman quickly ran back and apologized. And so they started eating the rice. We were looking at them. They were eating the rice. When they were done eating, the protein that came with the rice was also finished in the rice. So the remnant of the rice had nothing in it, and they now brought it to the female wing. And just as they were bringing it to the female wing, they also brought in garri and soup. And I said, will this one also start with the men? They said, of course. Yeah. What are you talking about? They know the hush. What are you talking about? You want to eat first before the men? They started serving the same persons with garri and soup. And then when they were done, they also brought the remnant. I couldn't stand it. I got up and I said, I lost my appetite. This is unfair. In fact, the person who was at the middle of the table, I saw him later on. I said, you, as enlightened as you are, right in your presence, you permit this kind of thing to happen. You have 3 girls, and you're aiding and abetting their maltreatment. Please retrace yourself. It's not fair. The fair thing to do is give the women their own and give the men their own. Everybody eat your own and enjoy yourself. Why give the women remnant? And the worst part of the matter is this. When I got angry, I was about to address them right there. The most elderly woman in our midst said, no. Don't say. It's our tradition. That's how they do it. The other women, they were murmuring. That's how they do it. Oh. Even when we go out for events in other communities, that's how they treat us. And I said, you are happy. This one stopping me from speaking up. We're all seated here to hear and to be a voice for the women and the girl child. Please be an advocate. Use wisdom. Approach it little by little. We're not where we want to be, but we're not where we used to be. And we keep making progress. What about strategies for empowering women? What strategies can be used to empower these women? The odds are already against women. They don't want you to come out. The man is here. Though few of them are different. I have a taxi driver who told me that his wife is in the university. I said, you have the courage to send your wife to school and do transportation. He said, yes, so that she will help me train the children. No. I said, you're very sensible. My dad did it and he paid off. Let's encourage our children. Let's encourage anybody that listens to us to empower these women, because it will be a long way. Not just empowering themselves, but the entire society, and everybody will be better off. Education and skill development. Providing women and girls with access to quality education and vocational training can equip them with the skills needed to participate in the workforce. Economic opportunities. Providing women with access to economic opportunities such as credit facilities. What are credit facilities? Women can be given loans. Women can be given goods on credit to sell and return the money. Women can be given contracts. Women can be given several opportunities to also strive and make money. You hear women say to themselves, that woman husband get money, oh. She dey enjoy you. You want get money well. And each time I hear that, I will remind them, what of you? Can't you get money? Let me tell you, your certificate is not inferior to that of the men. Tell yourself something. If your husband can marry you, build a house, train the children, give you money, what about you? You can do the equivalent. Don't ever be on the begging side. If they don't give you money, you will not do anything. If it doesn't give you, you'll be crying, nagging, turn yourself to a nagging woman for something you can do. Pick up yourself. See, empowerment, it can be education, it can be vocational, but ensure that you are empowered. And one other thing, whenever they see that you're becoming empowered, they become threatened. Some of them will, not all of them will. Hey, that now that you are getting money, you will not hear what I'm saying again. You know too much now. You can now do things for yourself. You need the respect again. Don't mind those things. You will respect. Are we there? You will obey. With wisdom, you will not obey everything. When my youngest sister wanted to go and do her master's degree program, her husband said she should not go. When she insisted and went, he stopped giving them money to eat food. And my elder brother would say, if your husband say me you don't do masters, if my mom don't do masters. Today she's a PhD holder. If she listen to her husband, will she hold PhD? She has not even collected her certificate. The one that has run to their family meeting to put doctor as his wife. So what I'm saying is that it's not everything. So women say, Lord have master, whatever he says. When it has to do with your progress and improvement, please. Did we get it? Are we there? Okay. What about leadership and decision making? Leadership and decision making. Do you know that women will have lofty ideas and it will be said, who said it? They said that woman, for what? That woman always will do as if she knows too much. Who called her? Why must she have to make contribution in this matter? Are we talking about, is it women matter we're talking? Because it's a woman that has brought that good idea. Is what? Rubbish. Is thrown away. But we will keep telling them. I tell some husbands and wives, I said, man, study this your wife now. Know if she has sense. If she has sense and she's giving you idea, don't take that ego or inferiority complex. She's the one telling me. Use it and help your family to do what? Progress. Not because she's a woman and they are abusing you already. Woman about anything wife talk. My wife say, every time the wife like they tell you. Every time when your wife will tell you, does it work? If it works for you, do it. Are we there? Yes. Advise your husband, call him to order. Don't even get angry that he doesn't listen to me. He should go now. No, he shouldn't go as long as you're there because the progress of family is at stake. Are we following? Are we there? All these things lead to contributions to economic growth. Women economic participation contributes to economic growth and reduce poverty. Poverty is to be dreaded. Poverty is not good. It's true, Bible says the poor will remain with you to the end of time. Which level of poverty does the Bible talk about? Is it that people will not eat? Is it that they will go on barefoot? Is it that they will become close to animals? No. We have more developed societies where things work. You will see that poor people around there are not like poor people in underdeveloped countries. They are not the same. Promote social justice. Social justice simply means fairness and equity. When they say social justice, what it means is fairness and equity. Nothing you're about to do. The decision you're taking, is it fair? Is it okay? Even amongst women, you see the ones that act horrible. We attended an event, and then someone brought in a big bag of food. In that event, there was a lot of food. They were sharing food for left side and center, and a woman held to herself one big granule of food. And I asked her, if you get home with this bag of food you have refused to give anybody, what will you do with it? She quarreled me, abused the daylight out of me. The one plate she managed to give me, when I got home, that plate of food was sour. So I can imagine having a full bag of sour food. Fairness. that thing you are doing, the one you're planning to do, is it fair? Will it bring about equity? I just give an instance, and let's relate it to every other thing else. Are we following? Yes. What about improved community development? Women's participation in community development can lead to more inclusive and sustainable development outcomes. Women have ideas. Women can innovate when given the opportunity. Women can bring about development. And what we preach today is that they should be given opportunities to do so. I'll continue with recommending what we need to do for our women to get better. Increase investment in girls' education. You have a female child, educate that girl. In my locality, there was this man that had only one daughter. Unfortunately, armed robbers shot the man and he died. And his only daughter said, I don't want to keep my father's corpse for too long. I want to bury him as soon as possible. People who attended that funeral were denouncing their male children. Hey! Instead of these 5 boys who I get, I forget only this one girl. Everything was well planned. Souvenir was top notch. They were going home with blenders, iron, and the rest of it. Nobody was quarreling with each other. Just sit down where you are. If you say you don't like iron, take blender. If you don't like blender, take this. They have more than enough. If you want more than one, take it and go. What happened? That girl child was empowered. As we speak, she's taking good care of her mother, taking her places. What else do you want? But there are male children, even some female too, who are a thorn on the flesh of the children. What we're saying is, whether a male child or female child, ensuring you empower your children. When you give them the right kind of training, you sit back at your later days and enjoy yourself. Are we there? Yes. Promote economic opportunities. Government and the private sector should work together to provide women with access to economic opportunities. And it will benefit us all. Encourage women's leadership. Sometimes when a woman is a leader, they will say to Fiapa, how woman will lead me? All of us being and are saying a woman will leader. No. Even the women in our locality, you see them segregate, discriminate amongst ourselves. I have my fair share. I'm from Oba, and I'm married element. And one of our leaders here gave me her platform because she saw that I had the capacity to at least move things and make things happen. And when I started going around, hey, we made you the leader. You carried the leadership and gave to Owoju. Meaning a stranger. This stranger, you are married a stranger, the stranger has children for you, stranger. You are still saying she's a stranger. Doesn't make any sense. You women, go back to your locality and do things right. They will form groups only for married members of this family. What about your sister-in-law who couldn't find a husband? Is she a woman? Who are you chasing her to? Okay, you want to rub it into her eyes that she doesn't have a husband. You quarrel and abuse her because of your wickedness. That's why nobody married you. What about showing her love? You're part of us. You may be married or not. Please come and join this meeting. I know you have a lot to offer. Will you show maturity? What about inclusiveness? Inclusiveness has to do with everybody. Even the so-called disabled. Someone was describing. Because someone can't see with the eyes. Does it disable the entire body? No. Because my leg is not strong enough to carry me. Has it terminated my life? No. I have ability. I be included. Anywhere you hear the word inclusiveness, it means everybody has to be involved. Including your sister-in-law or that woman who had challenge and escaped for her dear life and return. She may be good or bad. What I tell you today is that everybody you come in contact with, you owe the person empathy.
That's right.
Are we following? Yes. Encourage women to lead. Women who have what it takes to lead, encourage them to lead. Whether the person is from your community or the person is not from your community, but the person has been associated to you. Show the person love, show the person empathy, include the person. Even if the person doesn't qualify or shouldn't be there when others are talking, be the voice for the voiceless. Be the voice for the oppressed. Men are doing to us and we are doing to ourselves. Let's desist from it. And let's treat ourselves better as women. And then the men will even learn. Sometimes when you talk to the men, they will tell you that, all this is you're talking about is even women that do it to themselves, that they don't like themselves. Let's begin to love ourselves. If your husband is a position, know that you are there as his wife for the women. If he has a list of employment, you should have a list of women to be employed. You are a voice for the women. Please don't throw people away. Don't show them hatred. Don't show them that other side of you. All you owe anybody that exists is kindness. Are we there? So, some key strategies for reforming the state includes promoting entrepreneurship. Government can encourage entrepreneurs, women or men. They sponsor them to become productive. And policies that ensure that everybody is carried along, talking about organizing social protection programs. When somebody got into business and maybe it didn't work out, the unexpected happens, especially to be able to run back to a certain segment of the government that will help the person get back on his or her feet. Are we there? Investing in education and skills, I said that before. Then, teach people about shifting trend, policies around the world, interest. You know that I'm almost done.
I teach people about shifting trend.
And there are shifts in policies and it affects people. You may have invested. If you have been empowered, possibly you have invested, you have a big farm, this one, that one, something happened, and you experience some loss. You're to be taught how to cope with shifts in anything you're doing. You're not to get lost because something got lost. Some person died because another person has died. No, it shouldn't be like that. People should be trained on how to exist, no matter the condition.
Financial literacy. If you have knowledge of financial literacy, you know exactly how to manage your money. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If women are trained on financial literacy, they will know that they have right to their money. You have right to your money. You should decide what you want to use your money for. And then use your money to help who you need to help. Nobody should trick you to take your money and use it for whatever. But then sure it's your money, and then you learn how to use your money. Take decisions concerning your own money.
Better use of human capital. What is human capital? Human connectivity. Now I've known presidents, I've also known secretary, and I'm to know these people. And when I know this person, including every one of you seated here, my human capital has increased. That human capital that has increased will help me in several things. You can introduce yourself to me and say, this is what I do, in case you have need for it. I now know you. And when I have need for it, I will remember. Do you understand? So don't do away with human. When you sit down, or somebody comes close to you, you drive the person away. You act as if something is wrong with you. Please don't act like that. Help women build resilience and develop strategies to withstand economic shock and downturns. The life is no once a all through. When you experience any downturn at all, you should develop resistance to overcome it and then forge ahead. Don't die. Don't wither away. And they will say women are not strong. Women are stronger than men. If one opportunity fails, you try the next opportunity. Thank you.
We're supposed to clap more than that. Thank you so much, Dr. Vera, for this eye-opener, because women or female discrimination is something we are faced with at all levels, whether at the home front, community level, local government level, state level. But what should we ask ourselves? We as mothers, we mold society. So if we're saying there's inequality, it should start from us. It should start from our families. We should groom our boys or the male children to realize that their sisters are not inferior to them. That way they will know their wives are not inferior. That is the only way we can change the narrative. And on a lighter note, I used to tell people in my community, I said maybe sometimes our grandmothers were very stubborn. So maybe that was the only way the men could cage them.